Okay. Alright, yeah, so this is, no cats today. They're not. Maybe because it's a dog, I don't do that, just sleeping. Like any reasonable being would be at this time of the hour. um, so I've been feeling a lot of Syrian energies recently. So this is very rare for me to even go. I'm always a cat person usually, or anything, but I don't talk about the dogs like ever. Had that in the past. Actually, when I first started here and there, but I connect to Sirius here and there. But the dogs don't come out very often. But I've been feeling it more and more recently, and you can see that's one of the reasons why the world is the way it is. It's because of you say some person's like a dog or had like a dog or whatever it is. And well, that's the truth of it. They're out of control. The mind control is connected to the canine, because this is all Sirius connected. Like the human with a lot of canine blend in it. So, of course, the cat. So dogs and cats are living together currently in human form in society. Of course, also you have the pig. You have all the animal groups here, obviously, but the dog plays a big role here in our. I don't know about our DNA, but either way, in our psychology, you can say. Some are more cat people like, some people are, dog like, and so on. And yeah, or little ruts, or what do you call them? Anyway. So, yeah. So, how do you describe it? Or it's not everybody in society. It just makes it's causing some conflict there. When you bring it from other realities, especially those that are difficult to deal with. It's like anything else, but they can be, those that are difficult can be that come from a negative perspective of the canine. It can be kind of, hard to get along with. Of course, cats are the same way, which is that we're a blend of all that. So, for the feline, at least it's the a female, a woman with a lot of crazy looking hair, and then sometimes they can also have kids very easily. Sometimes, and it just has that feline feeling. Even they can have kids when they're young, to 17 or even 14 or whatever it is. Doesn't mean they have the hair like that, but sometimes they do. That's what he kind of gives it away. Let's put it that way. Yeah, it's like the feline. I don't talk about cats, but feminine that's blonde, like a blonde female that has say crazy. Because even the here the feline lioness doesn't have any hair, but I believe in other realities they do. Of course, the human version we do for sure. So yeah, it's kind of downplayed here. But the same thing with the dogs, same situation. But you can see, the military energies within the canines here, not just the reptilian. And like I said, when you're dealing with difficult people and the person has like a dog, well, sure enough. There's also the word Wolfgang. It has a canine frequency, also a Sirius connection. So of course the canines come from other star systems too, but Sirius is still a heavy, they're known for the dog star. So it's funny when I connected that, I see a dog singing, like on stage as a humanoid, but singing, not barking, singing. And it's funny also, like the wolf. Well, even dogs bark. It's a bark, but also the wolf, right? Too. But also, yeah, the wolf. That's the wolf. So it says something. I was like, wolf is just the military version of the canine. You can say something like that. Let's say. like the crocodile version of the canine or something like that. I imagine they can be pretty tough. I haven't really run into them, but yeah, I want to mess with those guys. Of course, I've had, I forget what it was. I forget what kind of dog it was, but yeah, dogs got my last cats. Yeah, so yeah, they helped my cats ascend, you could say. Yeah, I forget the name of them right now. That I really need to remember right at the moment. Alright, so total comment price sessions. Scheduler. We have a shop here. And yeah, I might change up the, like we have the Discord, but nobody's in the Discord very often. If I do another social network, no one will probably ever use it. It's like just nothing but crickets there, but you never know. Somebody might get something out of it. I've tried it in the past and never really took off. But you never know. It might play around with the idea of having another social network where you just, somebody might get something out of it, and I might end up shutting it down, but we'll see. But Discord, there's nobody there. Every now and then. Definitely not recently. Oh, that's right. So I was going to put in the title too, I forgot about Elon Musk being like a president in the future. What is the potential of that? Because he's very much involved with politics, and it's kind of unusual there. It's like, why are you involved with that? Yeah, I guess you're here to save the world, I guess, but isn't everybody? It's just kind of weird. It just feels like there's, it might be something for the run of the future as a president. So maybe it's not worth having it in the title as a video, but it feels like it feels like it's in the works at the moment. Is he electable is another story. Well, he can always rig the damn thing. Fuck, they do it all the time. Who cares? Hope I don't get another strike on that, but it's true. I said think Biden got in there, so yeah, we'll see how it goes with the algorithm on that one. Usually I get strikes for stuff I see and stuff like that, so we'll see. Can't win here, can you? Alright, so Canine, yeah, there are, in the past I've channeled like canine worlds, just like ours, but canine, dog people. There's also rabbit worlds or like that, cat worlds, and so on. And it can be physical realities too. Like Howard the Duck is a good example of that. The movie Howard the Duck, that was like and it had a lot of stuff in that. Howard the Duck had a lot of just a lot of disclosure stuff that was just, it's alien, and they spent like a whole bunch of money making a movie that was terrible. But it had, it had like fucking, it's like the girl was like trying to have an affair with a duck. Yeah, naked ducks in the thing. A guy gets possessed by a demon, a galactic demon for that matter, a space demon. Now I'm somebody else. Like, what the fuck? It has everything in it. With disclosure, Howard the Duck, that's the way to go. Makes sense, yeah. It's funny how they believed in that thing and then he just flopped like a bastard, but it's a classic now. So anyway. But yeah, the dog realms, yeah, like I said, it's third dimension, some are fourth dimension, but I think some are third dimension. Of course, I also have Twilight movies where those that turn into a shapeshift into a wolf instantly. Of course, you have the werewolf, and that's experimentation. That went badly. Yeah, for the shapeshifters, I mean, obviously there's something that can shapeshift very easily, but what if you want to turn into a canine or someone wants to torture you or for whatever reason. Yeah, werewolves. It's just not. And if people hear a werewolf fight too, they can. It's like kind of a Dr. Jekyll type situation. So I'm not going to tell all that. So anyway, all right. So we're going to Dog City realms, Sirius, and yeah. So we're gonna get from that. So blessings. Grease you. Yeah, the canine collective consciousness. We see, yes, you're stealing from us. Of course, you are an offshoot of our reality. You're an offshoot of many realities. Of course, we are learning from you is to bring our difficulties in a human form, even canine worlds, and they usually don't go this far. When the mind is going so crazy and just wants to die and just, I mean, this world pushes the soul quite a bit. Your world is just basically an element of all these creatures in one. And can you handle it? And that's the thing. It's like, yeah, you might hit to your lowest level, and that's another thing. Why some are come here is like, wow, I'm embarrassed being here. That's kind of the point. You come here and you hit your ultimate low. Maybe not everybody, but you might have a low point here. I mean, just bathing bathing can be a low point too. It's like, of course, you're clearing out each other's crap all the time, but that's not much of a. But either way, it's. But the low point in one's life, that is the test. How low can you go? And can you bounce back? And not all worlds go this low. And many are still trying to climb back currently, as you can see, or some just stay there and devour themselves. So yes, it's like, yeah, this is a university, Earth University, no doubt about it. Is it Harvard? It all depends. I mean, you do it Harvard type grads that know everything, but are extremely difficult. So it's a class of psychoness, you can say, dealing with a narcissist. But of course, the demonic attachments, of course, and then basically so with all these elements, all your animal connections, it's like, we have like an armor. You have like a protection technically. And why not open up the lower dimensions and see how far you can go with it? Or get eaten by it, technically, soul-wise, as some of you know. For a canine reality, like I say, it's just very playful. It can be very gay. Literally, it can be very narcissist. Not like yours world. There's some the poodles can be very narcissistic, but they usually look pretty good though. They can get away with it, just like your world. Attractive narcissists. It's like if you can deal with all that, not just nice arm candy, but sometimes there's a lot of other pleasures there, but is it worth it? Yeah, a mutt with a poodle, or there's a lot of mutts here. And sometimes you can pick up on them. Yeah, they're kind of crazy. Spiritually, some of them feel like they are like, I'll just say it like Alistair Crowley. Some feel like they're just as psychotic as it. And you might be right about that. Maybe not to the full degree. You don't have to go that far, but still you can hit the low of that. Yeah, there's some fetishes you can probably live without. But some do eat each other's shit, so that's the canine side. Well, it just tastes good. It's kind of messed up. Well, they don't. We're not gonna go into that. Well, some just have a thing for it. Let's put it that way. But If you look on an energetic level, some people like being around difficult individuals. They like dealing with other people's shit. That can say it comes into like an angelic frequency too. Yeah, you say I love you so much, you eat your own shit. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, there's some limits there, but I think you some like energetically you can deal with. Physically, I'm not sure if I want to deal with that. Shoveling it's one thing, eating it's another. Sorry about that. It comes with the territory of the dogs, as you know. But dogs are similar to pigs. You know, the pigsty, a dog and a pig mixed together. Oh God. Yeah, the reptilian dog and pigs can be worse than any reptilian. A feline and a pig. Yeah, yeah. These are this is what you have here. All those mixtures, and that's yeah. It's not just that you have the animals here. It's just that they're within your DNA. And yeah, it's like a walking insane asylum. The mind is, in the physical level, and probably more it's the most difficult things to get around to clear. Um, and sometimes you're dealing with other people's thoughts and all that, what makes things even more complicated. It's like, why am I overcomplicating everything? Oh yeah, we might have a relative or relationship or whatever it might be. Canine beings are also known to be usually in a relationship normally. Sometimes they find it just easy. Uh, Cat beings are known to be very independent. Who the hell needs a relationship? I don't need you. Almost like a mantis frequency. It's like I just devour the mates once kids are born. Some are like that. Or just devour you right after conception. It happens a lot there too. The dog and cat frequency here, they do get along. They do have kids and all. Yeah, it's kind of messy. Well, where else can you do that? Because it can't be like a cat. Literally, a cat and a dog literally cannot have. Not. I wouldn't recommend it. Not really. No. But as a human, yes, and it doesn't go so great usually. Well, they change. Yeah, they're known to change rap when they, like if they have kids they can separate. It's like, okay, our mission's done, who the fuck are you? There are cases like that. Some of you are cat beings or angelic being whatever and married a dog. It's like, oh, I love it, and then he turns into a complete idiot and so on. So it's very dog like to do that. Well, they're dogs, they can be stupid. They're just, why not, just they're dogs. Some are just Neanderthals. They're fools. It's like, well, when a dog gets older in age, as a human, yeah, it can get dumber, can get more just complacent, just zone out, and become like a couch potato, useless. Some of you, yeah, are in relationships with dogs. And is it wonder why is this person now a bum? Well, that's the canine side. Well, canines like to wail on your furniture. Dog loves your shit. And you might be responsible, and then they say, fuck it. I don't need to be responsible. You're responsible. I'm just going to go lay here and be a fucking loser. Now, why? Well, sometimes they're clearing out your stuff, too. Not to say you need a loser to sit there and leech on you. But sometimes they're clearing out your shit. But you can still kick their ass out. But yeah, you'd be surprised. It's like, okay, I get what you're here to. Because you might be carrying around a bunch of bullshit. You might not realize it. You know, and all of a sudden your lover becomes a bum and just sits there like a piece of shit. You know, and it's a lesson on one's boundaries, you can say. But once again, if you look at a person, why they're always lazy sitting around, well, it's a dog and cat frequency. You just like to sleep, like to sit on their ass. Just the way they are doing a clearing. They are doing, of course, you know, they can use that excuse. I'm just clearing your shit. And just sitting there for like 20 hours, not doing jack shit. That's when you just gotta kick them out. But why is this all occur? Well, you can say life is an experiment. It's more to it than that. It's the soul of growth. It's like you grab all these things and you put it into a vessel and experience it. It's kind of like cooking. You have like bread and you're putting stuff in there. What does this taste like? Kind of the same thing. Only difference, you can throw it out if it tastes like shit. We have the incarnation, like, I can't throw out my. Well, you can, but it's not the same. So it's just, living this. It's an avatar. It's living through Earth conditions. Not to say you have to keep going through this, but some of you do because, yeah, even the difficult incarnations, like, I know some are having a hard time hearing it, but when you're living as the human, like many of you are on a spiritual path, so you're breaking free, you're going back to your Atlantean energies. But that wasn't always the case in the past. Like you were Atlantean or whoever, even Druid, then you kind of disconnect, become the human, to be, to experience all, to absorb it all. So incarnating it over and over again was a no-brainer as a human. Now you're getting more into your astral self. Is like, what the hell was I thinking? What the hell was that? It's like, who the hell wants to be human? So we're blending that frequency in. You're healing the human side. Of course, you're assisting others in their own awakening. And it doesn't mean you have to say bad bad physical realm. No, you're just healing this physical reality. The reality is just, it's upgrading, so you can still be in a physical form, but be in a fourth dimension or fifth dimensional level. So you can take your body and still move it dimensions, but you don't need all these intestines as much as you have now. Sounds weird, but it is a transition where you have less. Less is more. You become lighter, but you're still a physical being. So, not the body evolves with you. So, it's kind of like a machine. It's a very intelligent machine. It's not, well, it's part of your soul. It's it's not important. But either way, the body evolves with you, and eventually, obviously, in the physical form. Some of you are like, good riddance to that thing. It's falling apart and everything. And that's a good thing. But after you leave your avatar, you exit here, you're still kind of holding on to it. Doesn't mean you're holding on to it, but that form is still with you. I mean, you can use it in other incarnations and things like that. Like, you might look like the same in other lifetimes and all that. And then you have all these conspiracies about you. Freaking time traveler was like, obsessed with Earth or whatever it might be. There's also disclosing reincarnation and time travel and so on. It's just here in this form, this is where the human is currently, at least in this dimension. Obviously, there are time travelers that flow through here, and you will evolve into that at some point individually. Many are not into that. So you just, you might feel you're more and more disconnected from this reality. It has its difficulties, but also has its perks. Maybe not the most perks you're looking for, but you're stepping out of the matrix into something more bizarre, and that's the astral realm, which is probably more psychotic than the one you're in. The physical realm can be insane, and where does it get it from? The astral realm. It's like, hey, we can be. It's like they're trying to outdo each other. Who can be crazier? Physical realm or the astral realm? It's like they're all kind of trying to beat each other. Have a good day.